Hello! Today I'm going to show you how to take all the previous lecture materials and combine them together into a design document template. So, you may notice for assignment 1 that we had you download a template and we want you to edit it and put in your own information. Now, I'm not going to go into that specific assignment, but I want to show you how to import in your image that you made from your flowchart and how to insert images and how to edit the document correctly. So, let's go back to our Google account. In here, make sure that you're logged in. Click the little More Apps. If you don't have Docs on the top, hit More and click Docs. Okay, and we're going to create a new blank document. Now, in here, we're going to do something before we even start working. We're going to go to File, Open. And we're going to go into the Upload tab. From here, we can drag and drop or just select from our computer. Now, you should have downloaded this document right here called New Design Document Template.doc. In this case, we're going to drag and drop this. This is available on FSO underneath Assignment 1 and Assignment... Yeah, it's Assignment 1, yes. Almost called it 2.1. That's an old naming convention. You're going to click Upload. It will take a second. And now that design document template we've given you is now fully committed to Google Drive. So, there's a couple things that you need to do here. The very first thing is you need to give this a title. So it will still have the same title as the document you dragged in here. We are going to take this and rename this your name and last name, in my case, Remy Crespo, and then the name of the assignment, assignment 1. Okay, so in here, there's a lot of information that we have in blue. All the blue says in detail exactly what you need to do for this. So in our case, we only care about the information we ask for. But since I'm only showing you how to import an image, I'm not going to go into all of this. For now, I'm just going to put in the parts that make sense, and you can read it yourself later. It is part of the assignment. So for now, let's put Remy Crespo. Insert game tile here. It's for Go Fish. In our table of contents, I'm going to put my name right here. And then my title is Go Fish. Go Fish. Right. So, again, I'm not going to go into these parts. What I am going to show you, though, is how to put in your gratis. You may notice that we've already given you that template of what we wish for you to follow. Now, if we go back to the previous document, you may notice this tab here. This is the graphs that we wrote up in the earlier lesson. We can literally copy and paste this over or rewrite this. I'd prefer if you rewrite it so you don't have any sort of formatting issues, and replace it. So you see what happened when I just did that? How we're having all these nasty formatting issues with underlines by copying and pasting from document to document. This is why we recommend that you write it within this document to not have any formatting issues of any sort. So now we have all that, and we're going to change all these from blue to black. This now tells us that this is new information that you've written in here. And again, please refer to lesson 3 for outlining flowcharts in case if you want to know more information. So now your gratis from Go Fish is copied and pasted in here. But what we care about is a flowchart. And here we provide you 2 examples of a good flowchart just so you get a little bit of a practice of knowing what we expect, and an example of a really bad flowchart. I didn't really go over in a previous lesson, but you can go and change colors, and you can overlap lines and change the thickness of lines. If you have something like this, not only is it hard to read, it also does not make sense. It also has overlapping lines. There's a lot of things wrong with this. Use this as an example of what not to do. So I'm going to delete these. And I'm going to show you how you upload your flowchart. So in order to put any sort of image on a document, you need to go into Insert, Image. In this case, we're going to upload from computer. And we are going to go to where we have our flowchart that we downloaded earlier. In this case, the GoFish flowchart. Double click that. And there we go. Now the flowchart is in the document. If you have a flowchart that's bigger than the image of your document, for example, it's a pretty big image, a pretty big flowchart, don't be afraid to break up your flowchart into 2 or 3 different images so it fits nicely on a page. The best way I can say to make sure if that does not happen is to just export the image out and test it to make sure that it's readable and eligible. In this case, I can read this right easily because the font is nice and big, it makes sense, and I can clearly see everything's written here. The formatting and the font size are all good sizes for somebody to read. Okay, so meaningful actions analysis. We can go back here to our old MA, and we can, do one of these. And again, we kind of go into the same exact formatting we had before. I'm going to copy and paste over after we delete this so we don't get any weird formatting. And we'll get rid of all the underlines and the bolding. Okay. And there's other information in this document. Again, you will go through and you'll add this yourself, but I just wanted to show with the previous lessons how to copy information over and clean it up so it makes sense and what we look for, and how to insert images into the document. The final thing that you'll need to do is save this so we can view it. So, in order to save files, you go to File, Download As, and you have a .doc version or a .pdf version. We want .pdfs. We do not want .odt, .rtf, .text. We don't want anything else. .pdf is the required format that we want to see the file submitted as. If you submit something else, there will be some rubric deductions that could possibly happen. So I am just doing this as a forewarning. This is what we expect. So let's click .pdf document. And it's going to take a second. It's just thinking. And do I want to save this? Yes, I want to save it. And do I want to open it? Yes, I want to open it. And there we go. Here is my .pdf. And there's my gratis. And there's my flowchart. And the reason why I opened it before anything else is because I want to make sure everything looks correct and it's formatted correctly. And that's it. That's how you work with documents. That's how you open them. I'm also going to show one cool thing while still here. Let's say you make a drastic change by accident, or your cat jumps on your keyboard and deletes things, because those are things that can happen. Let's just say this all happens, and it's beyond the point of Control Z because you accidentally closed out of this. Well, the cool thing is, you can see right here where it says all changes saved in Drive. If you click this image, or this link right here, this is a file repo that shows me version history based on time. So if I look through this, I can see all the changes that I made from the original to now. If I were to revert back, I can revert back to a point before a lot of my edits took place. This is a great way to do file repo revisions in case if you make a drastic change to your game at some point. I'm just showing this for anyone who may run into an issue, that there is always a way to recover your work. I'm not going to change anything. Instead, just do that, and we're good. And that's all. Good luck and take care.